the Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast. Let's go. Rikishi Fatu, all y'all ready? We the ones. Keep it locked on the Rikishi Fatu podcast. Off the Top. We gonna talk about everything wrestling, everything hip hop. Keep it locked. It's time to smarten up. All right, we rolling single here tonight. We have got a show for you. The show is you, the people that's out there. I'm just going to open up the lines. You know, we just going to chit-chat. We're going to chop it up. You know, I've opened up the Discord line, and it's the Rikishi Fatu Off the Top. There's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. You know, by all means, we just going to be like, you know, you in the Rikishi studio, and we just going to chit-chat. We just going to chop it up. You know, take some of your questions. I might have the answers. And if I don't have the answer, man, you know, just take a chill pill. But I'm rolling solo here tonight. You know, my man, my host, TMD, is feeling underneath the weather. So, I had to come in here and just, try to figure out something that, that we can do to kind of make this episode here exciting. And what better to do than just to open it up and have conversation with all the fans out there, the Rikishi fans, the Bloodline fans, the Dynasty fans, the WrestleMania fans. I hope everybody's ready for WrestleMania, man. We got a lot going on. You know, the countdown, it's happening. Hope everybody got your tickets early. Make sure you get your travel plans early. Make sure you got your hotels early. Because let me tell you, if you didn't get it early, boy, you better win the lottery or something because, you already know, Las Vegas. You know, cha-ching, cha-ching, Las Vegas. We're going to open up the lines, let the first person come through. And, you know, just kind of keep I'd appreciate if you kind of keep your questions kind of short because we got a lot of people that I want to try to fit in, you know, this podcast within the next half an hour. So, first caller in the lobby. All right, who we got? Kaitlyn Liner from Morgan City. Kaitlyn, you in the house. Go on and shoot with your question.
You can hear me?
Hello.
Can y'all hear me now?
Okay, you must have had it on mute. Is this Kaitlyn?
Yes.
All right, Kaitlyn. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome you personally to the show, and thank you for calling through. And go ahead and shoot off with your question.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were ever going to come to Louisiana to do a meet and greet.
Well, actually, I am. I just signed a contract today that I'll actually be out there on December the 6th and 7th. I'll be out there around my birthday. New Orleans. Yeah. Well, it's your birthday there. We'd have to celebrate that, you know. But I'll be out there. You'll see it on my social media if you're following me out there. And
yes,
Louisiana. You know, I gotta come get some of that good gumbo out there and some of that good gator meat.
Ew, gator meat though.
Oh, no gator. What? It tastes like chicken to me. So as long as I don't know it's gator, it's all right. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, people out here eat squirrel and everything, so I can.
All right.
I get that.
Okay. So what's your question about me coming out that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got a question for you.
That was the question.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kaitlyn ready for WrestleMania? And what do you think about the match between my son, Jey Uso, and Gunther? Who is your pick for that night to be victorious? No, don't worry. You won't hurt my feelings.
No, it's Jey all the way.
Okay. And what is it?
My ringtone is Jay's entrance music. Like, that's...
Okay. Well, can I ask you, obviously you're a fan of my boys, all right? And I want to, what is it with Jey that you, the fans, dig about him?
He's so chill. They're so chill. Jimmy is so freaking goofy. Oh my God. Okay. The heritage, the way they represent their heritage is really what means a lot to me because I represent my own heritage, even though I'm mixed with a lot of different things. Yep. But him representing his heritage, that means a lot because a lot of people don't do that.
Okay, good answer. Okay, Kaitlyn. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for your feedback, and I look forward to seeing you and the whole crew up there in Louisiana come December 6th and December 7th out
Most
there in New
definitely.
Orleans Comic Con. Okay. All
All
right.
right, I will definitely be there.
All right. Thank you,
All
Kaitlyn.
right,
All right.
thank
Well,
you.
there you go. Big shout out to New Orleans, my host. I love New Orleans. I love the people out there. I love the food out there. Bourbon Street ain't no joke out there. So, I look forward to go out there and meet and greet all the fans that are out there. So make sure New Orleans, Louisiana. Make sure y'all keep it locked with WrestleMania 41, the Yeet Mania, I like to call. Okay, come on with the next one. Who we got in the room there? So y'all bear with me because this is the first time I'm doing this kind of just one-on-one. Me and my producer here, one of my producers, Michael. We out here he just trying to he trying to go through all that, all those people that's in that waiting room. I can actually see them from here, which is pretty cool. I want to thank everybody I did this last week, and I was talking to a 4-year-old kid from the Bay, and man, he was talking about why did I run over Stone Cold. But anyhow, we had a meeting with the producers, and they just, they felt that it was a good idea, something authentic, to be able to have myself to be able to just talk, have a conversation with the fans and just open up the lines to them. So, nothing scripted here. I never like doing stuff that's scripted on this show. So normally when TMD's here, we just go at it. I don't even know what he gonna ask me, and then what he asked me is the answer that I'm gonna try to answer it the best way I can and go from there. So, all right, Mike, I got the signal here from Mike. Who we got? Artist Joe Mack from Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to Chicago. All right, my boy, what's up, Mac?
Hey, what's up, Big Keish? How you doing, man?
Oh man, you got the best hand, man. I'm just living in your world.
I feel you. Hey, my question, I just heard Kurt Angle talking on a podcast a few days ago, and I never knew how dangerous that spot was from the Hell in the Cell where Taker threw you off. Can you explain to me what was going through your mind and everything at that time? And did you really trust him?
Well, yeah, most definitely I trust Taker without a doubt. But listen, man, this is something that you train for. When you out there and you're able to grace the ring with a lot of the greats of the business. During that time in my career, man, I couldn't ask for any better guys to be in the square circle with. Number one, we talking Taker, we talking Triple H, Kurt Angle, we talking The Rock, we talking Stone Cold. You know what I mean? And to be able to be out there, with these guys, number one, was definitely one of the highlights in my career. And so I was just blessed to be able to be a part of that. So, when it came time for that spot there, I already knew that, I wasn't involved in the finish. And so, when it came about for a spot, like, what can Kishi do to be able to kind of, take myself out of this thing here, without being, without being lost in the finish? Because I believe Kurt Angle went over on the finish there. But, number one, I was just, when you have, I think it was 20-something thousand people just, screaming their head off. You feel that energy when you up there. So, was I nervous? Yes. Did I think twice of taking that bump? Yes. Because when we went through the walkthrough, what we call a walkthrough, is when you go through things to be able to kind of see how we're going to unfold what we call a bump. And when that flatbed came out through the walkthrough, there was no railings on the side of that flatbed, And during the live show, when I was getting ready to kind of work my way to that ending part, to the edge of the cage, all of a sudden, we see this, the flatbed come out. And it wasn't the flatbed the way it was during the walkthrough. I seen the rails up there, the aluminum rails. So I got kind of shooken up, like trying to make the decision. do I take this bump and, pray that I hit the right spot of it? Because there was no room for mistake. Had I, kind of went too far to the left or too far to the right or too far upwards, where landing on top of the shell of the flatbed, well, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today, But again, it's one of those things. Is like, I said a real quick prayer, fastest prayer I probably ever said in my life, and Taker was, Taker was like, not, he was waiting for me. I think he was cool if I didn't decide to take the bump because he understood, right? Obviously, safety first. But when I kind of set myself in the edge there, when he was, punching me, I was just trying to, set myself the best spot that I thought was the right spot. And I knew in my head that, listen, hey, this is what I'm trained for. I came here. This bump for sure is gonna steal the match. And as soon as he grabbed me, in that choke slam, it was like, "You ready?" I said, "Yeah." And my last words: "Tell my family I love them," and I'm gone. And that's it. Through the grace of God, my man, I was able to take that bump, and that. So there was good and bad. The bad, I took the bump. The good was it paid off my house for my kids. So it's all good.
Well, I definitely appreciate you answering, man. Hope you enjoy the gift, my book Sketches that's up in the studio for you now, man.
Okay.
Much love to you.
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah. My host Mike here, he said that there was a gift over here, but I won't take time to read it, my man. I thank you for taking the time to send me a gift. Hopefully, I'm able to see you up there in Chicago. I'm actually coming up there April the 11th and 12th for the C2E2, that big Comic-Con they have in there.
Well, I stay in San Diego, man, but hopefully we link up one day. It's all good, family.
All right, my man. Okay, you take care, my man. I bless
you.
Too. All right. So, well, there you go. I'm over here thinking he live up in Chicago, man. Yeah, that's what happened when he was taking some of these gummies. A little bit of something, but it's all good. Shout out to San Diego. I'm actually going to be in San Diego at the Exchange right there in Carlsbad, California. I'll be there on April the 5th. I'm actually signing there. I believe it's from 12 to 4 p.m. on a Saturday, April 5th. So San Diego, I know, you're not that far from me. You guys go ahead and push up. Okay, go ahead and follow my social media. It's on there on my Instagram, and you'll get all the info there. All right? Well, here we go. We going to the, man, this is all right, man. Who we got coming on? Ollie from England. Shouldn't you be sleeping by now? What time is it in England? Big shout out to England.
It's 1 a.m.
Oh, Lord. Okay. 1 a.m. You just sound like you sound like you need to be in school, girl. You sound very, very young. How old are you?
15.
You're 15 years old. Okay, did you do your home? Did you do your homework already?
Yeah.
Okay, everything. How you doing in school?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yep.
Okay, that sounds good. So we started off great. All right. Do your mama or your parents know you even calling Rikishi podcast right now?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, go on, my man. Let's go on and just shoot off. What question do you have for Big Keish?
I've got 2 questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, one's, I got to say something, but one's question. So I wanted to know how does it feel being famous and being a key part of wrestling history?
Well, I mean, I guess it's all right. You know what I mean? It has its ups and downs. The downs is you can't really go nowhere when you're with your family to have some private time. If you want to go to a restaurant or just to be able to take my kids to Disneyland or even come, take them to a museum in the UK, it's very hard. You got to deal with, a lot of the people kind of trying to invading your private time with your family. Now,
Yeah.
on the other hand, the good part is like, you get to travel the world, being famous. You get to do things that you would never been able to do not being famous. Like, I never used to ride in big limousines before and but I'm good with riding in a regular car. But when I go to work, they'll come and they'll have these big, SUV cars and big limos and stuff. You get to eat real good, expensive food. You get to stay in the most expensive hotels because, they that you're working for, they put you in that status as superstar, superstardom. So, that's the fun part. I've never, as a kid growing up in the Bay Area, in the streets of San Francisco, I would have never, in a million years, thought about, me doing what I'm doing and to be able to, travel the world and be blessed to be able to, meet fans, such as yourself.
Yep.
And that's the beautiful thing of being a superstar. I don't like to call myself a superstar. I like to call myself an employee of the industry because what I do as far as in the business of professional wrestling that made me a superstar. It's just I look at it as just a job, son. And it's a job that I train, to be, good at, and I'm still learning to try to do my best in it. As of today, I'm not that active, but the other things of as far as appearances and meet and greet with the fans. And, sometimes, Kishi can be real tired. I just traveled, all the way from Los Angeles to UK, but yet I got a scheduled appearance to do at 6 in the morning on the UK morning news. So I got to try to be my best and look my best when I'm on camera. So, there's a lot of things that come with the responsibility of being a professional wrestler. So, but it's a good life, but you got to be able to be dedicated and be ready to sacrifice and, do the job the best way you can and enjoy it. So no complaints on my part. All right?
Another thing. So Viscera, your cousin.
What's that?
Viscera, your cousin.
Vicera?
Yeah, Big Daddy V.
Big Daddy V.
His parents were Michael Lee Fraser and Nelson Fraser. So
No, that's not my cousin. I'm sorry to say. No, Nelson Fraser, you're talking about the guy that used to be Men on a Mission.
yeah, because I saw on the what's it?
No, you seen him where, online?
I saw on the Bloodline. What's
No.
it called? Family Tree.
No, that's not true. I pretty much know everybody that's in the Bloodline, and that's another thing. Like the fans out there, don't believe everything. Don't believe everything everybody reads or say or you guys see, unless it comes from you ask me that question and I'm letting you know. Okay? All right, my man. You have a great one, and big shout out to UK. Make sure you get your homework done and have a great day at school. All right, who we got next? Anyhow, big shout out to UK, man. And that was 1 a.m. All right, David from Sacramento. Okay, David, what's happening, my man?
All right, my question is it's kind of a two-parter, but basically I know you're familiar with how the ending of WrestleMania 20 went, where we had the World Heavyweight Championship winner. He celebrated with his best friend. His best friend just retained as WWE champion, and it was a very special moment. Now, as you know, you have one son. You have one son who's going in to challenge for the
David, slow down, son. Slow down.
I'm sorry.
Take a chill pill, man. You just rambling off, man. First of all,
my bad.
you guys, I can't even remember last week. You taking me back to WrestleMania 20, man. Like, I don't remember that far. But let's start off from the beginning, man. A big shout out to Sacramento. All right, the Sac Town.
My bad,
what I mean?
Big T.
No, it's all good, man. But listen, I won't be up that way on May the 11th. I'm there in Sacramento, so at the con. So make sure you push up, and you can ask more questions about stuff, and maybe even show me a video so I can remember.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, come on with it. Make it easy for me, man.
Okay. So Mania 20 ended with Eddie Guerrero,
man. Yeah,
and his best friend celebrating their championship victories.
Chris Benoit. We can say it.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah. So as you know, Jimmy Uso, he recently said he wants to challenge for the U.S. title, right?
Okay.
Now we got Jay. He's challenging for the world heavyweight. Now my 2-part question is: part one.
That's a nice photo.
How would you feel if that's how we end night 1 of WrestleMania? Your 2 sons celebrating champion and champion.
Well, it'd be great.
The other part to my question is the controversy that we got people saying night 1's going to Roman, Punk, Rollins. Like, what's your message if that happens instead of all the hard work that Jay put in to earn that spot, man?
Well, listen, first of all, question part number 1, that'll be a beautiful photo op. You got Jay with the belt, with the belt from Gunther. Then you got Jimmy with the U.S. belt. That's a great photo, man. That's good revenue for WWE TKO. That's another accomplishment, for the boys that they can add on to, the many things that they've done in the business of professional wrestling for 17 years. But I really can't tell it, man. You know what I mean? I'm just grateful that Jay, and in this business, when you train in this business, if you're not gunning to try to be a main event in WrestleMania, you know what I mean? It's a very disappointing thing, and I'm one to speak about it, man. I've never ever had a chance to be able to be in that position that my son Jay is in. I've accomplished the belts with the tag team straps with my cousin Samu as the head shrinker. But come on, man. For me, man, I'm just grateful that the boys are, that they're involved in the biggest show in the world, in the globe. And to be able to be featured on there, we know that Jay is gonna be there. We know that we don't know if Jimmy's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Because everything can change.
I have faith.
We all got faith for the good guys, right? We all have faith. But at the end of the day, this is wrestling, man. This is professional wrestling. This is the WWE. Like, anything can happen. What are we, 1 month or less than a month away from, WrestleMania 41? So things can change between Gunther and Jay. Like, there's so much stuff that can happen in between. And then here comes, I don't like to, call it a swerve or anything, but here comes because whatever happened the weeks leading up to it. So, one, all these guys got to stay healthy.
True.
Because without these guys being healthy, that match that was booked and advertised, it possibly can't go on. God forbid somebody has a broken, broken up knee or a torn shoulder or vertebrae and just unable to perform, which we hope it never gets to that. But these are the things that are reality in professional wrestling. And so, it's going to be a huge, like I mentioned before on the podcast, early on a different episode, man, I'm so looking forward for this match with Jay and Gunther. I'm not knocking Gunther when I say this. Gunther, just be ready. Be ready for the whole Allegiant Stadium to come down when that boy hits the ring. Like I would like to call him the Yeet Man. And if he does,
I wish Gunther would call in.
Well, hey,
I wish Gunther would call into your show.
You got the same message everybody else did, and obviously you figured it out. Here we are talking, so I ain't hard to find, right? But so let's just hope that that match takes off. I'm gonna pray for both parties. I'm gonna pray that Jay is healthy at his best, at his tip-top, shape. And I'm going to pray for that Gunther is the same way. So there's your answer for question number 1. Number 2, now we let's go to, man, we talking about CM Punk. Man, CM Punk, I'm a fan of big CM Punk, man. CM Punk ain't no rookie in this business, way before he even came to the WWE. Punk was out there just putting in work all across the world on independent circuit. So CM Punk is a veteran of the game, and the smarts that this guy has, I'm sure he's going to be able to, finagle and make ways for himself to be able to somehow become victorious in this 3-way dance. So that's my take on this guy. Much love, much respect for CM Punk. Now we roll over to Seth Rollins. Big Keish's feelings with Seth Rollins is this. I don't know the kid that well. I only know him from the beginning when he used to come through as part of the Shield. And the only reason why I would watch the Shield, of course we know why, is a family member of Roman Reigns was involved in this trio. And through the years, I've watched this Seth Rollins become a mega superstar. I've watched this guy, Seth Rollins, perfect his craft in the squared circle. I've watched him just slowly, just through the years, progress into an icon, future icon of this industry. Seth Rollins is. And so he's a great worker. He's got all his, his craft perfected, to the T. He knows how to maneuver in that ring. And, he can pretty much dance with anybody in the squared circle that is booked with him. So I look forward for him and CM Punk, dancing together. Now we go to a guy who I like to call God.
Uh-oh.
Roman Reigns, the head of the table. The guy who really set it off for the Bloodlines. The domino effect that has opened the door for the rest of the family members of the future of this legacy to be able to come through and dominate the business of professional wrestling and the WWE. You see, the numbers don't lie when it comes to God, when it comes to Roman Reigns. The numbers don't lie. Box office just shattered every record that's out there. The numbers don't lie. His name is Roman Reigns. They call him God.
Church.
And so when you mix up God with an icon, CM Punk, with the future superstar of Seth Rollins, we mix all that up together, my man. That right there is going to be the match that I predict is going to steal WrestleMania spotlight. You can take my word for it, but that's just my humble opinion. I don't work for WWE.
Right.
I'm not in that office. I'm like the outsider, like every one of y'all. We just watching what they throw out to us on Netflix every night, every week. And so this is my humble opinion, what I see, my man. So, but yeah, David, that's my time.
Big Keish.
Sacramento.
Before you let me go, I got a gift for you.
Yes, sir.
Put a little ass on it.
Hey.
Ass on it. Ass on it.
All right. All right. Let's go on and just, Dave, it was nice talking to you, man. Let's drop some bombs on David. Okay. There you go. David just turned from, I know that he turned from a gangster to Liberace. Boy, did you see? Did you hear that? He had to clear the throat. Put a little Oh Lord. Okay, I think we can take one more, man. You know that was a very good question. My man up there in Sacktown, Dave, came up with. But that's just my humble opinion, guys. You know, don't take my word for it. I guess because I already can see it now and hear it now. Y'all just gonna come out the woodworks and Kishi this and Kishi that. No, what you should say is Kishi speaks his mind. That's what you should say. Well, hello, David. Nice to join us. I've been doing my show for half an hour now. One of my producers just walked in. You know, that's that LA traffic, you know. Well, welcome. Manuia. Oh, Lord. Anyhow, the weather out here in LA is just kind of nasty. You know, if you're out here in LA, you know what I'm talking about. If you're out in any part of the world where it's nice and sunny, you know, beautiful water, yeah, get your ass out there and enjoy it. Enjoy Mother Nature, you know, because it is nasty out here in Los Angeles. Y'all ought to see this. They over there just both looking at screens and stuff. Put a little ass on it. Man, I ain't heard that song in a minute, man. All right, go ahead and bring her in. I'll just go ahead and just see what she got to say. Hello. Oh, I hear you now. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right, state your name and what city you're from.
Man, my name is Britt. I'm from South Philly.
South Philly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so, you know, I stayed up late for y'all today. I stayed up late for y'all.
They got that best cheesesteak up there.
Yes, sir. I can send you a couple of places to go. You got Geno's, Pat's, you name it. I got you.
All right. Big shout out to South Philly. Okay, what's your question, honey?
Well, I don't have a question.
Okay.
I just wanted to take the time out of my day to just give your boys some flowers here.
Come on with it.
Because I've been watching your boys since they debuted, okay? I watched them from the bottom on up.
Man, that's a long time. 17 years of grinding.
Yes, sir. I've been watching them since I was about 13, 14. I'm going to be 30 years old in a couple months, okay?
So you grew up with them. Same time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I did. So, you know, I just need Jay to know, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing it. It gets lonely at the top. And first of all, stop listening to these little internet trolls that ain't got no job.
Come on.
They got 3 followers, man.
Preach, girl,
keep
preach.
Doing you.
Come on.
Focus on you. Your name is Joshua.
Every time I say it, like I'm the one, the bad guy. Like I'm the one, he out there, Kishi out there sticking up for his kids. Blah, blah, blah. But tell me what father what parent wouldn't do that for their kids?
That's what I said.
What I said.
Anybody who got a problem.
Am I wrong for doing that?
No, you're not. And anybody that got a problem with Papa Keith sticking up for his son, baby, go find your parents and give them a hug and go heal, okay? Because my parents did the same damn thing. Jay's real name is Joshua. Read the Bible. Okay, Josh? Excuse me, Jay. You are a warrior, okay? Stay focused. You got them tattoos on you for a reason because you're a warrior. God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. Keep standing. Stay focused. Ignore that outside noise. You got a family that loves you. I know what you've been doing. You saved my life a couple times. I done lived some dark days, Papa Keish, and I ain't gonna get too deep on y'all because I'm not a crazy preacher. But I'm just saying, I've lived some dark days, but I'm going to tell you what, I had to see every Friday what Jimmy and Jay and Solo and Roma was going to do. And they kept me going during that COVID pandemic. They kept me going when everybody else left me.
They kept the whole company going. They kept the whole wrestling company going.
Exactly. So I don't know if everybody just got amnesia and done forgot what these boys did, but yo, respect the Fatu and the Hawaii family. For real, acknowledge them. This is, and first of all, anybody that want to say, oh, he got 3 moves, whatever, well, guess what? You better go talk to Kevin Nash, okay? And ask Kevin Nash why is them NWO shirts still selling out? And he been retired, they've been going for, 30-something years?
Yes, sir.
Hulk Hogan.
Kevin Nash, Kevin Nash did something great. He's smart. He ain't going to go out there and abuse. As long as the merchandise selling, I mean, how long he been gone in this business? For decades. And he's still getting a paycheck
Exactly.
Come on now.
I got a Jey Uso shirt on the way right now. I done got about 3 or 4 of them shirts. Listen, I got more Jey Uso merchandise than any other wrestlers, and that's including Bret Hart and them NWO folks. Okay? So, like, oh my God, like, please give Jey my heart. Please give him my love. Because, Jey, I'm rooting for you. F them haters, man. Stay focused on you. Stay true to you. You got a family that loves you. All these people out here, they hating Jey. Maybe the world is in a spiritual warfare right now. Don't fold under pressure. Don't let these devils and demons out here take you down with them. You got a light, like your light is bright. And let me tell you something. In this dark world, they hate that light. Stay true, stay in 10, Jey. I'm rooting for you.
And that's the thing I don't get sometimes. I don't, I only see comments that come through that are very hurtful. They're very but I don't let that rock me. I don't, because I understand what it is, right? And, the thing is to me, as long as my boy is solid within himself, I tell him, do what you do what made you get here to this point. Don't let the negativity that's out there of people trying to shake you right now. Because, listen, you already winning. Whether you win WrestleMania or not, you already winning, son. Not too many people can say they main event WrestleMania, the biggest show on earth.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, I already know God's going to take my son through and through, because that's where we come from. We a family of warriors. We a family of faith. We believe that God's going to, anything that we can't overcome, we just going to just lay it there and just let him take control of it.
That's it. And you know what? Shut all them haters up, Jey. First of all, this ain't your first time main eventing. Okay, let's be clear. Your name is Main Event Jey Uso, baby.
Come on.
Okay, stay focused. And now, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. It's funny how when there's a certain shade of folks, when they start to get risen to the top, everybody got a problem. But when it be them other shade of folks, all of a sudden, it's that. Okay.
Let's drop some bombs on that. Whoa.
Okay. Whoa. I'm just saying. And I'm a black woman.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm rooting for everybody. Trin,
hey,
as we call her, Mother. Okay. Jimmy, Solo, and like the same thing goes for Solo. Now everybody done saw Jacob Fatu. Hey, Jacob Fatu, yeah, he got his thing. But this is the thing that comes with coming from a big family. You can compare to everybody else. And like I told everybody, don't sleep on Solo.
Ooh, Lord, boy.
Don't sleep on Solo. Same thing with Jimmy.
She let it all out. Let it all out, girl.
Papa Keith, they
let
done
it
pissed
all
me
out,
off,
girl. It's
man.
okay. You on the Rikishi Off the Top podcast. Let it out.
I'm telling you, they done pissed me off. I'm sitting here on my Twitter. I'm watching a whole bunch of jobless fake Instagrams and Twitter accounts making all these comments. I'm like, man,
they done got your blood. They done got your sugar way sky high. Now,
baby, they done pissed me off, Papa Keith. But you know, because real recognize real. You feel what I'm saying?
Amen to that. Come on
so
with
when
it.
I see one of God's promised chosen ones getting with, it bothers me. I don't like that.
Oh my goodness.
But I just want Jey to know I'm not part of y'all family, but I'm his distant cousin. You feel me? Because I love y'all, and tell him that we still root for him over here in Philadelphia.
All right.
And baby, it's Ye all day, Main Event all day. However Jey want to rock, we rolling with him.
I appreciate
That's all
that.
I gotta say.
Well, listen here. There y'all have it. There y'all have it. Well, there you go. I guess I wasn't the only one feeling like that, but every time Big Keith say something about his kids, here I go. The storm comes out on me. Like I said something bad, like I said something wrong. I mean, I'm just stating facts. Whether my kids was in wrestling or, any other sport, I would still, voice my opinion, because that's what fathers do, man. That's what any parent would do, is to be able to, voice their opinion. Like, I'll take a bullet for my kids. That's facts, I want to thank everybody. I hope y'all enjoy. Please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about how we, is it good for me to open up the lines and just let y'all just shoot at me about whatever concerns or questions y'all have? Or should we just, switch up a little bit? All right. Well, that's my time for today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And remember, subscribe and like on the page. I'd appreciate that. Make sure y'all follow all the pages of, Rikishi Fatu Off the Top Podcast, Instagram, and on Twitter. And for the meantime, remember this, it's free to be kind to one another, and always, always smarten up. And I'm out. We need to check up on her, check her blood pressure or something, because she was just all the way up. You know what I mean? She was just stayed in just her mind.